Okay, it looks like we are live again. So, once again, Merry Christmas. Well, technically, Merry Christmas Eve because it's not Christmas time yet. Trying to fix my hat. Uh, I hope my volume okay for right now, for at least speaking. Still trying to adjust the volume and the camera, just making sure it's all right. Okay. So here we are once again with another Christmas Eve live stream. It's kind of becoming a tradition now to do live streams during Christmas time. And so far, it looks like we have Daily Reacts, and then there's somebody else on here. I just don't know yet, but yeah, so far I'm doing good. Christmas Eve was a little bit weird for me because I had to work on Christmas Eve. My job is at my local zoo, so I mean it's definitely fun. It was kind of busier than I expected it to be. Because I mean, as you would expect, most people would be staying home on Christmas Eve, but no, I mean, it was still rather busy. I mean, it was not like as busy as like a usual Saturday. Well, not what am I saying? Saturday? It's not Saturday. It's Sunday. It wasn't as busy as like a usual Sunday, but still quite a bit of people showed up. I was expecting it to be like almost dead quiet, but no, people still come to the zoo on Christmas Eve. Yeah, so as usual, I mean, for those who haven't been, I mean, right now, Daily Reacts, and then somebody else is watching the stream right now. I hope more people will join. I know I'm starting at 10:30. I know originally I scheduled this for 9:30, but just being pushed back from like spending time with my family before the evening kicked in. So I pushed it back all the way to 10:30. But for those of you who don't know of how like these live streams go, because like I've done like three successful live streams. I know I've done several live streams in the past, but those didn't go as well. But for those who haven't seen a live stream before, especially if those who come to watch this, if nobody joins during this time, so what's going to happen is that we're going to first start out with it might be different this time, but like it's the usual format I do is playing some sort of video game first. Either I'm going to trying to do it a little bit different because either we're going to play some PlayStation 5 games or we're going to see, because I have a Nintendo 64, we're going to see if anybody wants me to play some Nintendo 64 games this year. Although I do have just only like a select few video games I'm letting people choose from, just because with the amount of games I have, and also certain ones I'm just picking on based on entertainment value. So it's more so based on if I feel like it would be a good playthrough. Because I remember last live stream I did on my birthday, I chose people were choosing me to play Sonic the Hedgehog, but I was at a point in the game where I was stuck, so it wasn't as entertaining as I would have liked it to be. And then with the first Christmas Eve live stream I did, we played Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Don't know if I'm gonna play it this time, just because obviously I want to keep things different each stream. And besides, also, I'm still, once again, in that game, I'm still stuck at a certain part for Five Nights at Freddy's. So I'm at the part in the game where you're supposed to be running from technically all three animatronics plus Vanny in the big like atrium area, and you're having to make a run all the way back to the main stage. I keep getting caught by Roxy every time in that part of the game, and she is a smart wolf. I've said it before, many times before in the first Christmas Eve live stream. She is a smart wolf. She always gets me and then even further, knowing what's going to happen after you get past that point, it's going to be a point in the game where you really have to concentrate, because I think the next part in that game is where you're supposed to focus on you're supposed to be focusing on like the actual endoskeleton animatronics. So you're having to keep your eyes always on them, because as soon as you turn around, they're going to start following you. So I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's is not a good choice for this stream, just because I'm wanting to have conversations with people. So, and even then with the first live stream, like it was kind of hard to concentrate because I think for the most part, I was hiding in certain places talking to you guys, and I was trying to as my best to get past Roxy and everybody else. So to avoid it from becoming like too boring, I only have a select few that I think are going to be on like entertainment value. And then depending on how long that goes, uh, next we'll transition to either watching a television show, and maybe either a television show or a Christmas special, because usually the Christmas specials are only like 45 minutes long at most, because usually they would fit in like an hour time slot on television. I have a select few once again, and then to end the live stream for Christmas Eve, we're gonna watch a movie. And once again, I picked uh, some of them based on being like actual Christmas movies, and then are some other ones are based on like just regular movies, and I'll get to like explain what the choices are later on. So just some other things before we actually kick off doing the playing video games first. Uh, some other things I just wanted to talk about. Right now, I'm in the process of editing. I'm finally getting around to editing my Titanosaurus Mechagodzilla adventure that I've been promising since like forever. Um, Technically, this video has been an editing process since summer because that's when I filmed the video. Um, but then, like afterwards, I had to get scenes from home because the scenes just being at the house, filming scenes there. So it took longer than I wanted because then after that, I started my next semester at college. College always gets in the way of me filming things. So it's like, it really angers me because I want to get these videos out to you guys, but like just having to prioritize college at the moment, it's kind of a pain. But finally, hopefully during this break, I'll get to finishing editing that video. Because it's weird because I filmed it. I filmed it at like an amusement park. I'm not going to spoil which amusement park it is, but I'm not as comfortable uh, doing the voices out in public. I mean, that's kind of surprising because like my previous vlogs, I've done that kind of sort of thing before. But it was better that I tried to not talk as much during like the actual video. So what I'm going to have to do is during my editing process, I have to do voiceover for all my characters to say like what they're saying in the video. It's for the better that it was that way because how this amusement park ended up, like you're wanting people to hear like what's going on around you. Uh, so basically, I'll just have to the basically the surround sound of what was happening there was just so loud that even if I was trying to speak, and even so, if more so, if I had to yell, um, it would have been really awkward. So I'm just gonna have to go back in, lower the volume of like the actual footage, and then just do voiceover of them. So hopefully they'll still end up going great. Uh, HSG and crossover crew. Yeah, Merry Christmas. And yeah, I believe that's the only other person we have on so far. So yeah, I'm still in the process of editing. I have another idea for a video, which hopefully will be much easier than with the video I'm currently working on. Let's see, what other things did I want to talk about in terms of the videos? I mean, that's really the big thing I wanted to get out of the way. Just explaining like what was going on, like what the process for editing is going on so far. Some other things I wanted to show you is because like a couple of days ago, I went on like a holiday vacation to SeaWorld. I didn't get the hat here. Like if anybody's seen the last live stream, you know I was wearing this hat, this orca themed SeaWorld Santa hat has like the Shamu tail as the like little thing on it. I keep wanting to adjust it just because I want it to look nice and pretty. But anyway, the holiday vacation, like I ended up going to SeaWorld again, and some of the things I got back from there were like just a few more ornaments. I mean, you can see in the background I have the tree on, and most people know I collect ornaments to put on the tree. So the first thing I got was just like this. It was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which is actually going to be one of the possible specials that people would want to watch tonight. And the other one was this one was just made out of like wood. So it's a really nice little ornament. And then the other one is actually more of like fragile, but it's like a little killer whale wearing like a halo and angel wings. Like basically it's supposed to represent an angel, but the other part that I really wanted to show you guys was because usually whenever I go on these vacations, I just roam around Orlando. Well, I mean, not really roam around. I pick a certain place in mind and then I go to it. And one of the places I like going to is Disney Springs. And one of my favorite little stores is basically an art store. And the thing I found there, it was really interesting. I mean, most people probably won't be surprised when I show you what it actually is. So technically they're two pictures, but they kind of go hand in hand together. So it's just some beautiful art of Nala. It's really nice. Technically, this is just the print of the actual painting that they have in the store. So the prints for them are really cheaper compared to the actual painting, because like the actual painting costs like about $300 and this was like $45. So, and I was really debating on if I wanted to actually buy the original painting for it, but I just settled with the print because then the other picture that kind of goes along with it is just Simba and kind of that same style. Kind of trying to reduce the glare on it so people can actually admire its detail. Yeah, so it was just better. It felt wrong to just buy Nala. It would felt wrong just to buy Nala by herself when these two are just like really nice. Unless anybody has like any other questions, like right now we only have 2 people watching at the moment, and I'm pretty sure that's just daily reactions. It might be a HSG crossover. Unless anybody has like any other questions, we can get on to doing like either doing video games, or we could skip that and then do like watching television. But in the meantime, I'll show you at least the video game options we have in store for tonight. Showcasing just a PS5/PS4, because the PS5 is kind of backwards compatible with PS4 games. First one, Spider-Man Miles Morales. I know I've showcased like what the video games I've had before, but just at least showing you the options. So, and then Spirit of the North. I know in the first Christmas Eve live stream, people were like just saying that we wanted to play this one, but we'll just see how it goes this time. And then Hogwarts Legacy. I'm pretty sure I had showed this in the birthday live stream, but Hogwarts Legacy is an option. Gotham Knights. Jurassic Park 2 Evolution, which is basically just like a park builder type thing. And then Maneater, which is basically just kind of a Jaws-esque type video game. I mean, there are a few other options I can show, but these are the ones I feel like would be most entertaining to play in terms of PS5. And then in terms of PS4, I am really doing well tonight. The first N64 game we could possibly do is Mario Kart 64. Now, technically, this is the Japanese cartridge, but it still plays normally like any other Mario Kart game. It's just like some of the audio is in Japanese. And then Star Fox 64. Super Mario 64, and then Super Smash Brothers. So yeah, those are at least the options we have for video games to play. And then while we're getting out, while people decide on what video games we are going to do, I'll showcase the other options in terms of TV shows that we have for tonight, since they're going to almost go hand in hand. Now, as usual, we could possibly do the things that we do, what I've normally done during these live streams is do Super Sentai, which either we have the options of Go-Go 5, which we've done each different so far for these two live streams. And then Die Ranger. And then Mega Ranger. So another option we have for a television show is Ultraman. And it's kind of done in the same style as Godzilla, but it's a different kind of concept in general. Basically, just a guy. Basically, it's a series about a man who works for basically a kaiju hunting like task force. He gets the powers of Ultraman, which transform him into, well, basically Ultraman, a giant humanoid alien guy, to fighting off like different kaiju. So those are the options in terms of TV shows that we have. Okay, for a second we had 3 people, but now we're back to 2. And then actually picked the wrong one of the wrong movies for later on tonight. But in terms of Christmas specials, we could do like these are like just the classic like 45-minute kind of style Christmas specials. Be Santa Claus is Coming to Town, the Rankin Bass Christmas special, just kind of done it's a VHS tape, so probably have to rewind it a little. So at least that's what it looks like out of the casing. And then this particular version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So I remember I did the movie review for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of Misfit Toys, but this is just the original one. The only difference that this one has compared to other versions is that instead of the song "We're a Couple of Misfits," it's a song called "Fame and Fortune." So it's just a rather interesting VHS tape. It grew up with me for my childhood. So those are the options for Christmas specials. And then actually I gotta grab the right movie for like just the choosing movie options for later tonight, which is just in this. I keep most of my movies in this dresser part. Okay, I just gotta look for it. Let's see. It's in here somewhere. Something dropped. Well, people are just saying. So far, it looks like 2 people are wanting to do Gotham Knights, so we might do that. Let's see. I know it's in here somewhere. Okay. I kind of misplaced one of the options for like the movies, so we might just not do that one. But basically, the other options for like actual movies would be Muppets Christmas Carol. Also, and then Jingle All the Way, which it's a movie I haven't seen yet. I know I showed it last time. And then technically this option is a Christmas movie, but it's not a conventional Christmas movie in the sense, and that's Jaws Revenge, which is regarded as one of the like the worst Jaws movie that was created. But it's set in Christmas time. It's like most people have arguments about what Christmas Christmas movies like Die Hard is considered a Christmas movie. You know, now I'm thinking about it, maybe another option we could do instead was Batman Returns, because that's technically a Christmas movie as well. But if you're wondering, the other option that I was going to do was Godzilla Revenge. Now, that's technically not a Christmas movie, but I found details with watching it again that I could argue could be considered a Christmas movie, but it just kind of, I mean, it's my own interpretation of it, and it's just, I thought it would have been funny to do that, because since it's a Godzilla movie. You've never seen any of the Jaws movies? Wow. So, I mean, it's definitely not the best introduction to Jaws if we do Jaws Revenge. Jaws the Revenge. It would be better to start at the first Jaws if you've never seen it, but technically that's the first Jaws is set during the summertime, so that doesn't really fit the kind of vibe, but we'll just see what happens. So, okay, it looks like both Daily Reacts and HSG are wanting to do Gotham Knights, so we're just going to do that for video games for right now. All right. Set these off to the side. And then once I play at least a good portion of Gotham Knights, we'll then transfer over to either watching a Christmas special or a television show, and then we'll end off with one of the movies. Okay, so I should have prepared more in advance. It's just I was really rushed for time, considering only a few minutes, at around 10:30. That's when I was able to get a break to actually come up and start the live stream. Probably have to turn down the brightness because that was one of the issues during the live streams. All right. Yeah, let me. Let's turn it down to 30. Yeah, 30 sounds about right. And then, yeah, all right, let's just do that. All right, still 2 people only with us. Really hope more show up, just because it's been more fun with these Christmas live streams to do more than 2 people, but for right now it's all right. I know it's kind of last minute notice of changing it all the way to 10:30. Most people usually don't stay up past that. All right. Now, where did I put the case for? I had Jurassic Park in the PS5 at the moment, so I was gonna switch that out. All right. I've not played this game in a hot minute, so I might be pretty bad with the controls to first start out. All right. That might be too bright, but I'll adjust it if we have to. Let the logos play out while I'm looking for one of the movies. Unless I can't find it, like the other, like Jaws, not Jaws, but Godzilla's Revenge, unless I can't find it like that one. Man, I'm not good with organizing my movies. I gotta find a better way to organize them because I can't find my DVD for Batman Returns. And I mean, that also seems so fitting that we watch Batman Returns because we're now playing Gotham Knights. But maybe if I do search around it for a bit more, maybe I'll have better luck. But right now, let's get this underway. It definitely seems a little bit bright. So I'm going to try to see if I can turn the backlight off for it. Wrong button. Backlight. Yeah, that definitely seems better. Okay. All right. Tell me if everybody thinks that's okay. What did I ask for Christmas? So every year it is definitely hard for me to find out things for me to pick out for Christmas gifts. For the majority of things I asked were just well, not Christmas movies, but just movies in general. Like one thing I asked for was Son of Godzilla, which is it's a Godzilla movie with that has Minya. For those who don't know, the Godzilla franchise. In one movie, Son of Godzilla, they introduce a character, a kaiju who is supposedly the son of Godzilla. And he's just like this really dopey looking Pillsbury Doughboy looking monster. I could possibly pull up a picture of one, pull a picture of him, just so people can understand what he looks like. But then another Godzilla movie I asked for was Godzilla versus Destroya, and in combination, it was like it was a nice deal to do a double feature, because like sometimes some DVDs will have like double feature thing, or like Blu-ray disc will have like double feature. So it was like a Godzilla versus Destroya, and then Godzilla versus Megaguirus. Another thing I asked for was Batman. It was a Batman the Animated series movie called Mystery of the Batwoman. What other things did I ask for? 2 new Godzilla figures, the Showa series Gigan, and as well as Hedorah. What else? Yeah, so for those of you who don't know who Minya, probably got to turn the brightness down because that was very bright. But for those of you who don't know who Minya was, he was a very odd choice to introduce into the Godzilla franchise. Let's see, where's brightness? Maybe a little too bright, maybe too dark. Yeah, so that's Minya. Yeah, very odd looking monster, who's supposedly the son of Godzilla, but he honestly does not look like it in any way, shape, or form. What other things did I have? So two new Godzilla figures, a couple of Godzilla movies, Batman the Animated Series movie, a new Zeton figure. For those who haven't seen Ultraman, there's one of his arch enemies, which is technically the monster that defeats Ultraman. His name is Zeton, and if you've seen my videos before, he's the monster that goes. Yeah, so that's Zeton. So yeah, a new Zeton figure, but specifically this one is more articulate compared to the other, to my current Zeton figure. It was made by the company SH Figu Arts, so it's just a more articulate version of Zeton. What other things were there? I know Daily Reacts is going to like this, but the PS4 version of the Ghostbusters video game, remastered. I remember playing that game as a kid, and I know Dale Reacts, he's done a playthrough that on his channel. So it's just that, just basically I played that game as a kid, and now I just wanted to have a new version for my PS5 console. So those are at least the noteworthy ones. Another thing I remember was asking for was another thing based on probably a series that most people don't know, Kamen Rider, which is I've shown it in the it was one of the MegaCon vlogs I did. It was specifically part 2 where I went to a panel that was talking about Kamen Rider. So basically a Kamen Rider themed Kamen Rider belt, which is the thing that the guys who basically a belt that basically transforms the person who's wearing it into Kamen Rider. But although this one doesn't actually, it's just a toy of it. So yeah, it's just a toy version of it. So like it's whatever. Right, so let's actually get on to actually playing the video game tonight. Okay, so we're just going to continue where I left off. I'm gonna probably switch closer. Yeah, we're just gonna leave. We're gonna start where I left off. But as I said, I have not played this game in a while, so we're just gonna have to see how I do. And actually, the interesting thing is, I'm gonna actually probably switch out to a different character, or just. Yeah, this is already evidence that I'm, because I can't remember how to grapple. How do I enter the back of the? How do I enter the back cave? I did, and I'm planning to do a replay series on Ghostbusters. Cool. I mean, it's a really cool video game, and I remember really liking it, even though I don't remember if I actually ever finished it as a kid. So now it's going to give me a chance to finish the game. All right. So for those of you who haven't played Gotham Knights, you can play between different characters within like the Bat family, because in this version of events, Batman was killed, so now it's only left up to basically the Bat family to take his place. So we have Batgirl, Jason Todd, who is Red Hood, but in this version he's quote unquote good, and then Tim Drake Robin, and then Nightwing. So we have different options for characters. So right now I'm currently playing as Batgirl, but we can choose different characters. Just gotta find them because they're kind of split. They're kind of roaming around all over the place. Actually, I remember you actually switch out between them by going to their suits. So yeah, we have Nightwing, Tim Drake Robin, Batgirl, who I'm currently playing as, and then we have a Red Hood. So, who is your favorite Batman actor? Mine's Christian Bale. Batman. I grew up those movies, and the last two in the theaters with my. All right. Yeah, I mean Christian Bale's all right. Technically, if we're considering, like, are we considering just like live action Batmans, or are we considering like the whole pantheon, like of also voice actors of them as well? Because technically, Kevin Conroy, in my mind, rest in peace to have Kevin Conroy. Like in my mind, he is the best Batman. Yeah, because like he plays the role so well. Like he just plays the role so well, and like it's sad that he's no longer with us, but he's a legendary voice actor for doing the animated series. But in terms of live action Batmans, I would probably have to say, let's see. Yeah, because there, in terms of live action Batmans, there's not a lot. There's like 4 that come. Well, no, not 4. Because I remember there was a. Yeah, because they got 2. They got a couple different actors. Because there's Michael Keaton, who played Batman and Bruce Wayne in the original Batman, and then Batman Returns. And then we have Val Kilmer, who played him in Batman Forever. And then we have George Clooney, who played him in Batman and Robin. And then we have Ben Affleck from the not really the most recent Batman movies, but like the DC EU. I think that's what they're calling it. They called it. Who played him in like a Batman v Superman? Who played him in Black Batman v Superman, Justice League, and then we have dang it, he's Robert Pattinson, who played him in the most recent Batman movie. Honestly, in my mind, like I personally like Val Kilmer the most. in terms of like live action Batmans, just because I have so much nostalgia for Batman Forever, and he does a really good Bruce Wayne in that movie. Like he's very, it's kind of hard to describe. Like he definitely seems like the kind of character who he seems to act like Bruce Wayne. He's kind of like, he seems like a playboy in that kind of universe. Uh, kind of, I mean, got mixed feelings about him as Batman because he kind of plays it both serious and a little bit goofy. Because that Batman Forever is kind of like a kid. It's meant to be a kids movie, really. Although, would you consider it? I mean, it's more so that Batman and Robin's like the really like kiddie Batman movie. He's so like, but it's just in my mind, I like Val Kilmer, or as both Batman and Bruce Wayne, in terms of like live action Batman movies. But if we're talking about like just any kind of iteration of Batman, it would probably be Kevin Conroy. Okay. Heard about the? No, I did not. I did not know that the voice actress for Harley Quinn passed away. Man, that's really sad. Yeah, man. And it's kind of that really sucks. Like a lot of these voice actors from like uh childhood movies are like passing away, and it's kind of hard to know that with each year I'm getting older, some people are some like actual like legends are passing away at the same time. So it's a little sad to know. Yeah, yeah, it really sucks. Like, I mean, I grew up on Kevin Conroy, even though I never like, well, it's not to say that I didn't watch the animated series. I did watch the animated series, but it wasn't like airing on like Cartoon Network or anything at the time. But it's just like my older brother, he had like the DVDs, like the Batman the animated series like episodes, and I would watch them with him. And so like I definitely grew up on Kevin Conroy, as well as like the 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 Batman movies, like Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and then Batman and Robin. So anyway, yeah, when we're getting to that, now let's see if like which character should I actually play while I'm going out on like this next mission? Should it be Nightwing, Tim Drake, Robin, or Red Hood, or just stay as Batgirl? So let's see. All right, we're down to one person, so Robin. All right, I'll just go with your decision, Daily Reacts, just because since you're the only one currently here. Yeah, stealth specialist, tactical genius, bow staff prodigy. All right. Yeah, so this is like just Tim Drake in his like civilian attire. It's kind of he's definitely got like, I mean, I wouldn't really say like hipster, but he's definitely got a teenage vibe to him. So hey, let's actually go out into the world and save Gotham. Okay. Oh, I was just about to say that I was probably about to just. I keep forgetting that I have to hit the trigger, like this trigger button as a as the grapple. All right. Yeah. So, just right now going to my current objective, which is the Iceberg Lounge, which is where penguins hiding out. Yeah, just the only downside to this video game is like if you've played Miles Morales or like just the Spider-Man games, it's like you have to, and like any of the Arkham games. Well, no, because the Arkham games, there's that same thing of like actually like the same thing of like you're having to grapple around. But it's just like I'm so used to like the Spider-Man way of doing things of just swinging around. And what did you think of my Dalek Room? I've heard that you've been collaborating with Dalek Lord. I haven't seen the actual video just yet, but I'll probably check it out soon because I know he's. I sort of did a collab with him as well. Like the most recent video he posted, I had both Nala and then Lion version of Hashima on that video. I don't know if anybody's seen that one yet. And if anybody thinks it's any good. Yeah, he just basically I have a Discord server, so he just like where I talked to him on Discord, and he just kind of sent me a message like saying, "Hey, do you want to be in this in the video? You can just send me like the voice lines for I'll show you the lines, and then you can just tell me you can share your voice and tell just do the I am not good at talking today, am I? But basically, he just tell me like you can just give me the lines and I'll put them in the video. And I was like yeah, sure, I'd love to do it. Like, would you want me to like actually film just actually film Hashima and Nala, or would you want me to just do my voice lines? Which I've done it before with one of his videos. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like I know the plot of the video was like basically the Daleks were holding a trial for like a certain character, and both I and Nala were like in the court, like on the what do you call it? We were on the jury, I believe. Sorry. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it was some little memorabilia from certain Batman villains. Can you guys hear what's being said in there? And once again, I'm pretty sure only Daily Reacts is the only one on this live stream, but basically just okay. I'll probably turn up the volume then. But basically, he was just giving like references to certain Batman villains. Like one of the first ones was like a hat that belonged to the Clock King, and then the other one was Penguin's like umbrella that's iconic to him.
A Cobblepot coin. I wonder if they were ever in circulation.
And I'm pretty sure, like, depending on how you play the video game and like which characters are in the playing the current mission, like they have their own unique takes on like what they're.
U.S. tax code. Doing some light reading, Penguin.
Like they're just doing like they have their own like reactions to certain things.
Captain Boomerang's Boomerang. He really didn't have the most original name, did he?
Is the volume better, or do I need to turn it up a little bit louder? So anyway, right now our mission is that we're trying to talk to Penguin. Oh. this part's I gotta really focus because now we're in like a stealth mission type deal. Is there an option for like detective mode or something like that? Because I know in the Arkham games they had like detective mode. I don't think so for right now. Oh, no, damn it! No. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter now. Just wield the bow staff. We'll knock him out. Yeah, forget stealth. We're just gonna go in all guns. Well, not guns blazing, but bow staff blazing. This is not how Batman would do things. This is how Robin does things.
Guess I need to get creative.
Oh.
That door Sandal, custom job. Fixing it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Sorry, forgot how to door. But now that I'm here, smile. Viral video of you assaulting reformed citizen is the last thing we need right now. Well then, do us both a favor. Tell me why you served your time when your friends didn't have to. Do you just like prison? Someone's done that homework. I want to know who's handing out the get out of jail free cards. If you really want to go down this rabbit hole, you need to know there's no coming back from it. That won't stop. I'm gonna spell this out for you. With the bat gone, you're not worth my time. Get lost. Beat it.
Well, I mean that was that was effective. So we're trying to figure out. I really wish I played this game more recent so I can remember like exactly what's going on. Oh, it was like a thing telling me like what's going on. Oh, some more items. All right, let's continue with this mission.
Belford, no luck with Penguin. Whatever he knows, he's not sharing.
All right, come back to the Belfry and we'll regroup.
Will do. See you soon.
All right. Forgetting that it's not like not Spider-Man, so you got to do grapple. Just want to see if there's like any crime that I can solve. Oh, before I head back. Secret case. Let's see. There was one. Let's see what's going on over there. It's still just one person. It's Daily Reacts. Okay. Oh, it's one of those. Just go. Just bow staff blazing again. Because I cannot remember how to do stealth in this. I cannot remember for the life of me how to do stealth missions, and this is not really the best. Dang it. I cannot remember for the life of me how to do stealth missions, so I think it's just you're just supposed to hold these guys off until you can.
You're safe now.
Can't thank you enough.
All right.
Time to get out of here.
Oh yeah, the other rejects are doing fine. They're here with me, and they're gonna probably join us during the watch along stuff, just like they always do. Nala's hanging out in the corner over there. Don't know if you can see them. Probably can't because just of the light from the Christmas tree. But both Titanosaurus and Mechagodzilla are down there, and then Hashima's kind of hanging up on top of my dresser. Okay. See if there's another crime I gotta do. I think after I solve this crime and then go back to the what's known as the Belfry, which is basically the home base, because since in this game the Batcave was destroyed, so. Yeah, so once this part is moved on.
Well, they see you here.
Oh. I feel like I'm gonna probably fail this one, but
Never seem to learn.
it's so yeah. Once it's kind of hard to focus when you're fighting. But yeah, right now we got 2 people watching, so still keep going. Oh.
Hey, Rod, weren't you good to begin with?
It's got that witty Robin humor. I'm just gonna read the comments here. See, do I like Gotham Knights as a game? I mean, it's all right. Like it's, but like I said, I haven't played this. I haven't played it in a while, so it's like I'm not really the best at it. So like if I played it more consistently, I'd probably remember how to do certain things. So I could probably be a little better at it. But I mean, it's kind of whatever. I mean, I haven't played enough of it to actually get an opinion on it. But I mean, it seems all right. I do like the dynamic of how, like, you can, depending on the certain character you play, there's different styles of how you fight. And then just also like how each different character has like their own different like interactions with certain characters within this series. I do kind of just feel a little let down a little bit because I was expecting this to be like another like really kind of interesting live stream to do, but it's kind of like it's like I don't know, like it's something, but it's just like I really wish like more could be done with it. Okay. Oh. It looks like we stumbled on a crime. See what's going on. I think these are just regular police officers. Why do I keep doing that? I keep forgetting like this is the option for like the actual Batcave, well, the Bat computer. I can just fast travel. I forgot that. So yeah. Anyway, I think once I get back to this, once I get back to here, yeah, once I get back to here, I think I'll just finish out what the cutscene, and then probably just we'll move on to like the actual, like either television show or movie, just depending on what we should do. So, but I mean, it's like it's really like I said, I really wish this could have been more. Because like it's like I feel so let down a little bit because like I mean maybe it's just because I started so late, but it's like I really wish that this was like the other live stream just because I was so proud of that one. It's like I just wish more people could have been on it. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I started so late. I don't know. And maybe it's just because I haven't been so active on YouTube as of late. But it's just like it's just this live stream just feels so bland. It's like it's now feeling like another one of my what I call failed live streams. So it's like it's barely anybody shows up. I mean, I still enjoy that you're here, Daily Reacts, that you're like interacting with me, and so it's just like it's like I don't know how to explain it. I really wish there was just more to it because I want people to be here and like that. So I just don't want to say like it. Just I'm right now. I'm just feeling really let down. Because I felt like I gave people like an advanced like knowing of like when this was like because it was going to come out on Christmas Eve. I don't know.
Penguin wouldn't talk to me. People still treat me like I'm just a sidekick. You may be surprised to learn Batman struggled with similar challenges early in his career. So for a time, he focused his energies elsewhere in the city. When word of his work got out, people were more inclined to cooperate. The city. We've been so focused on Batman's last case, we've let the rest of Gotham slide. Gotham may not know Batman is gone, but it certainly feels his absence. There has been a marked increase in gang-related crime, along with whatever Penguin's really up to. Maybe if we interfere with his businesses and that of a few others, they'll feel more talkative. You've also received messages from Lucius Fox and Detective Montoya. They may be able to help. Thanks, Alfred. Guess it's time for this bat to spread his wings. Not only a bat, Master Tim. A robin.
And for Robin to spread his wings, but unfortunately, this is where we're going to stop just because I don't want this live stream to go too much longer. But as I said, we'll still do like doing like either a television show or Christmas special, depending on which one we choose, and then possibly ending it with a movie. But like it just really just depends on how this next part of the stream is going to go. Because like I feel like if it doesn't if I feel like it doesn't get any better, I think I'll just stop at doing either one of the Christmas specials or a movie, just depending on how I think this is going to go. All right, so yeah, we're going to stop with the video game, so then we can just move on to doing the next part of the video, the live stream per se. So I'm going to turn off the PS5 so then we can decide on what to do next. So, yeah, so since Daily Reacts is the only one that's here, really, what do you think we should do? Should we do either just do a movie and then we end it there, or do we do like just a Christmas special or TV show, depending on which one you choose? So it's like, and then we just decide on from there of how it should go. All right. Okay, we'll do a movie, I guess. So right, so yeah, the options we have for in this case would be either Muppets Christmas Carol, Jingle All the Way, and just because since they're Christmas specials and I haven't done them on a live stream, like either Santa Claus is Coming to Town or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm going to leave Jaws the Revenge out just because you haven't seen any of the Jaws franchise, just because I don't want you to get introduced to Jaws by like showing you like technically the worst Christmas movie. Oh, why did I say this was the worst Christmas movie? It maybe it is. Maybe it is the worst Christmas movie, but it's like, what the heck? It's a terrible Jaws movie. Although it does have Michael Caine in it, and just like surprisingly, Michael Caine is Scrooge in this movie, so it's like a double Michael Caine type thing. So Michael Caine is apparently really good in Christmas movies, apparently. Okay, it looks like Dave Reacts wants to do Rudolph, so yeah, we'll just do Rudolph, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. Okay. Just gotta switch things around for what to do. Okay. All right. Let's. Kind of wish like I said, wish I kind of had things prepared beforehand. Man, it's just like the problem with this right now is just because like there's a certain wire with the VHS tapes, like the technically connecting the VCR with my TV is like having to get the picture right. I have to adjust one of the cables to get it in the right position. So like the actual picture could be shown. Was there for a second. There we go. Well, did it again. Stay like that. Stay like that. Okay. All right. May have to fast forward or rewind depending on where I'm at. Yeah, I probably have to rewind a little bit. Gotta probably turn off the back, turn down the backlight even more because the brightness is really bad too. if we're turning down the brightness too. Just stop it so then we can start out right. Okay, 2 people are already back, so that's good. We're gonna and so for the person who just either came back or joined us, we're now transitioning to watching one of the Christmas specials, and then depending on where we go from there, we're gonna either do we'll either just do another movie or we'll do like one of the TV shows, just depending on where it goes from there. Just because like this live stream, like it's been iffy for me. Like it's not turning out as I hoped it would, because it's like I'm comparing it with like my last Christmas Eve live stream, and I really loved that one just because of how much people were interacting during it. But right now it's just all it's been me and Daily Reacts, so it's like I really hope it will pick up later on, but we're just gonna have to see where it goes from there. But I just gotta turn down the brightness so then we can see what we're watching. But we're doing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, my VHS copy of it. So we'll just see how it goes. Turn on the brightness. It's always the trouble of trying to figure out how to. Okay, that should be good for right now. Unless we need to turn it down even more. Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can turn it down even more. So I got the backlight and now the brightness turned down really low, so hopefully that will help. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. And is the volume okay for the TV?
If I live to be 100, I'll never be able to forget that big snowstorm a couple of years ago. The weather closed in and, well, you might not believe it, but the world...
Burl Live Snowman.
Christmas. Oh, excuse me. Call me Sam. What's the matter? Haven't you ever seen a talking snowman before?
That's a joke on Frosty.
I call it Christmas Town, better known as the North Pole.
Although technically, did Rudolph, like, the special come first? Well, actually, people have probably heard the song before the special came out, but he's asking, have you seen a talking snowman before? But so that's implying that the special existed before.
Matter of fact, the only castle on the left.
Papa, you haven't touched a morsel. I'll have to take this fruit in. Eat.
I'm busy, Mama. It's almost Christmas.
Who ever heard of a skinny Santa? Eat. Eat.
Now, don't any of you worry your heads about Santa. Mrs. Claus will have him plenty fattened up by Christmas Eve. It's always the same story. Ah, I love this Christmassy time of year. Especially when everything is running happy and smooth like it is this.
No, I've seen a talking dog. I'm pretty sure you're referencing Scooby-Doo.
I don't know what we would have done without Rudolph to pull us through. Anyway, Rudolph? Could it be that some of you are not acquainted with...
Yeah, so the only differences that I can recognize with this version this version of Rudolph compared to like any other version is that from what I remember, obviously there isn't the song We're a Couple of Misfits. Instead, they play a song called Fame and Fortune. And then there's just a couple scenes that are like clipped out, which kind of make either Santa's character better than what he's depicted in like other versions. Because like Santa in certain versions of this movie, he seems like a really like kind of a big jerk to Rudolph in certain scenes, like especially when he's really like when he's young. Right now they're just doing the opening credits, so I know some of them aren't as visible just because of the brightness.
Well, now let me tell you about Rudolph. It all started a couple of years before the big snuff. It was springtime, and Santa's lead reindeer, Donner, had just become a proud papa.
That is like one of the weird, like there's certain noises in this like special is like so weird, like yeah.
He's got a shiny nose.
Shiny? I'd even say it glow.
Well, we'll simply have to overlook it.
How can you overlook that? His beak blinks like a blinking beacon. Well, Donner, where's the new member of the family? After all, if he's going to be on my team someday, he'd better get to know me.
Now, this was a question I posed in like the Rudolph the Rudolph and the Island of Misfit Toys movie review. It was like I was talking about like how like in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song, like they name the reindeer, and I was like, I'm blanking it, but like I was talking about like how was Rudolph the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song the first time we ever heard like the like their names, the reindeer's names, but like no, there was actually the poem, the "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and like I only remember certain segments of that poem because it was "'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." Like in one part of that poem, they Santa calls out all his reindeer, so. And that was like that predated the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song. So
Bye.
No, Santa's right. He'll never make the sleigh team. Wait a minute. I've got it. We'll hide Rudolph's nose.
Hide it?
Yeah. Come here, boy. You'll be a normal little pup just like everybody else, right? A chip off the old antlers. Now, you'll get used to it. Put it there, son. Aw, gee. Well, for the first year, the Donners did a pretty fair job of hiding Rudolph's nonconformity. Donner taught Rudolph all the ins and outs of being a reindeer, how to get food, how to fight off enemies, things like that. But most important of all, he taught his son to beware of the abominable snow monster of the north. He
what exactly does the abominable snowman hate about Christmas? Because that's never brought up at any other point in this special. So, like, what exactly does he hate about Christmas?
And everybody is getting ready for that big sleigh ride on the night of the 24th, Christmas Eve.
And right now it's 12 a.m., so this is now officially Merry Christmas.
These elves have that certain knack for toy making. All except for this one mistake.
Herbie! Aren't you finished painting that yet? There's a pile up a mile wide behind you. What's eating you, boy?
I am.
In my work, I guess.
What?
I just don't like to make toys.
No, well, if that's all,
What? You don't like to make toys?
No.
Herbie doesn't like to make toys. Make toys. Herbie doesn't like to make toys.
do you mind telling me what you do want to do?
Well, someday I'd like to be a dentist.
Dentist?
Well, we need one up here. I've been studying. It's fascinating. You've no idea. Molars and bicuspids and inside it.
Now listen, you're an elf, and elves make toys. Now get to work. 10 minutes break. Not for you.
Finish the job or you're fired.
Why am I such a nitwit? I am not just a nitwit.
You can't fire me. I quit.
See, I don't fit in.
Ah, well, such is the life of an elf. Meanwhile, Rudolph is having his growing pains too. Old Donner is determined to keep Rudolph's nose a secret.
All right, son, try it on.
I don't wanna. Daddy, I don't like it.
You'll like it and wear it.
Oh, but Daddy, it's not very comfortable.
There are more important things than comfort. Self-respect. Santa can't object to you now.
Okay, now this is something I've actually learned about today. Technically, most male reindeers, they lose their antlers during like the winter times. So theoretically, most of like Santa's reindeer could actually be females, like their lead, like the reindeer that actually pull the sleigh. So
That's when all the new fawns come out with their folks to meet the other new fawns and to be inspected by Santa.
and, I mean, that's definitely another thing I wanted to point out, like how they're like how his dad raises Rudolph. Like, now arguably, yes, like his actions of trying to hide his son's difference, like his nose, trying to hide his nose to make him appear normal, is definitely not something you should do as a parent. But I mean, he's still sort of a loving parent. Like, he still taught, like, he's in that one scene previously, he showed him how, like, the normal things that reindeer do. Like, he seems like he's somewhat of a good dad, but like he's obviously a jerk for trying to
Now let's try out the new elf song I wrote. And remember, it's for Santa.
I just love how the lead elf guy, he just changes his voice depending on the mood he's in. Like, he like, when he's wanting to appear really nice, he has like a really high pitched squeaky voice, and then when he's like really angry, it's like really gravelly.
We work hard all day, but our work is play. As we try out, see and try out, we are Santa's elves. We've a special job each year.
We don't like to brag, Christmas Eve, we open Santa's
Now is Donner, who is Santa's, no, not Santa, but Rudolph's dad, is he more of a jerk than a Chicken Little's dad from the movie Chicken Little?
Well, it needs work. I have to go.
It's beautiful. You keep it just the way it was. Papa? Papa!
Oh, this scene coming up.
That sounded terrible.
The tenor section was weak.
Wasn't our fault, boss. Kirby didn't show up.
What? This scene is so hilarious.
This won't hurt a bit.
Why weren't you at elf practice?
Fixing these dolls' teeth.
Just fix it. Now listen. We have dogs.
They cry, talk, walk, and blink, and run a temperature.
We
Don't need any chewing dolls.
I just thought I found a way to fit in.
You'll never fit in. Now you come to elf practice and learn how to wiggle your ears and chuckle warmly and go hee hee and ho ho and important stuff like that. A dentist.
Good grief.
No, I just can't. It's like you said, I'll never fit in. I guess I'm on my own now. Hey, look! Those! Hey, what do you know? One of them likes ya.
Yeah.
Good evening, Clarice.
You really think so?
If you didn't know, Clarice is the name of the girl reindeer that is Rudolph's love interest. It's kind of funny how like she's the only one wearing a bow on top of her head, while the other female reindeer don't.
I want to be your pal, right? My job is to make bucks out of you. So let's go. Our first game is called Pickup. We all want to pull Santa's sleigh someday.
And I'm also figuring that the only reason they put like a cap on his head is because like they only had like one adult reindeer model, so like they had to spread him around different scenes, so they just had to make him look different compared to Donner just by putting a cap and a whistle, and also changing his voice.
He won't get to us for a while yet. Now's your chance to get acquainted with that dough.
Nice day. Yep. For takeoff practice.
Now, another thing I wanted to point out was like there was another difference compared to like other versions of Rudolph. Like in the scene where they're doing the Santa's Elves song that happened earlier, was that they really cut it down compared to other versions. So like there was more to that song, but they just kind of cut it out for the VHS version for some reason.
Hey, Clarice, after practice, would you?
Rudolph, you get back here. It's your turn, you know.
Yeah, I gotta go back. Would you want to go with me?
Uh-huh. Rudolph. I think you're cute.
Magnificent.
I kid. She said I
Not bad at all.
Hey, you're okay.
She said I kid.
Come on. Crying out loud.
Fireball, what's the matter?
Get away. Get away from me.
Now, what's this nonsense here, Docs? After all,
Yeah.
Hey, look at the feet.
Hey, let's do
Fireball, boss.
You should be ashamed of yourself. What a pity. He had a nice takeoff, too.
Okay, maybe I remember that part wrong because I could have swore that in this version that they cut out that part, but apparently not. They left it in the scene. But then yet again, I haven't seen this copy in a long time, so like I could have swore they cut out that part of like Santa scolding Donner about Rudolph having his red nose, but apparently not.
Well, what do you want? You promised to walk me home.
Aren't you gonna laugh at my nose too?
I think it's a handsome nose. Much better than that silly false one you were wearing.
It's terrible. It's different from everybody else's.
But that's what makes it so grand. Why, any girl would consider herself lucky to be with you.
Yeah? But I wasn't very lucky today, was I? I wish... I wish...
There's always tomorrow for dreams to come true. Believe in your dreams, come what may. There's always tomorrow, so much.
Now that this song in the special, it's like not as memorable compared to like the other compared to the other songs that are in this special. But I mean, it sounds nice, but I mean, really the only noteworthy part of that song was that "It's Always Tomorrow" for dreams to come true. That's like the most. I mean, it's a slow sounding song, so like it's understandable if it would make somebody fall asleep, but in almost in like an angelic kind of way.
Maurice,
Papa,
you get back to your cave this instant.
but I
This instant, young
Yeah, they just reused the Donner model, but once again, it's Clarice's dad.
Whole mind is going to be seen with a red-nosed reindeer.
What was Herbie doing underneath that snow?
No. Who are you?
Well, actually, I am a dentist.
A dentist?
This scene always seemed awkward to me because, like, all Rudolph asked Hermie was like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Actually, I'm a dentist." Like, it felt like there was a missing scene
Me too.
of
I'm
Hermie saying, like, "Oh, my name is Hermie, and I'm an elf."
independent.
Hey, what do you see?
But like, what? Like, seriously, what was Hermie just doing? Like, laying down in the snowbank? Like, did he just get caught in a snowstorm and he just got buried alive?
It's a deal.
Yeah, so this is the most noteworthy change. Yeah, so usually the song that would be played in this scene would be "We're a Couple of Misfits," but this is an entirely different film scene compared to "We're a Couple of Misfits." So now the song is "Fame and Fortune."
We won't stop until we find the way to fame and fortune, fame and fortune, fame will be our
Now, these two didn't have any idea about what they were letting themselves in for. The world looked a lot more complicated and dangerous.
The abominable. He must see your nose. Quick, douse the light.
Like I said, the outside world is up to its ears in danger.
I just love that scene. Just him using Umbrella to hide himself. Like, what is that gonna do? Like, and isn't he just narrating the story? Like, he's not actually there. So, like, why is he just randomly opening up an umbrella to cover himself? Yukon Cornelius.
Hey, you get spit that away.
Who are you?
Who am I? The name's Yukon Cornelius, the greatest prospector in the North. This is my land, and you know, it's rich with gold. Gold! Gold and silver! Silver and gold! Wahoo! Look.
Is that really how gold miners search for gold? That they just throw their pickaxe up in the air, let it land, and then they just lick the pickaxe to figure out if there's gold?
Silver and gold. Everyone wishes for silver and gold. How do you measure?
Now, this song I actually really like. This is probably like my favorite song within this the Christmas in Rudolph.
Silver and gold, silver and gold, means much more when I see silver and gold decoration on every Christmas tree. What's a Christmas tree without tinsel and pretty silver and gold decorations? Can't really call it a Christmas tree, now can you? And think of all the fun and joy that would be lost on Christmas morning if all the young folks didn't get to see that sparkling, happy tree.
Oh, the Elk Lord's finally here. Or at least at least from what it looks like, he was here. He was here, but he fell asleep. Okay. So it looks like 3 people are seemingly watching right now.
Well, now off to get my life-sustaining supplies, cornmeal and gunpowder and half ox and guitar strings. I'll give you a lift. Hop aboard, mateys.
Yeah, I'm doing all right, Alec Lord. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Like this. Watch.
The dogs were trolling him. Okay, now this scene, like as a kid, was pretty scary, especially that close up. But it's not lighting up. Can run like crazy. You're kind of out in the open, so it doesn't really ruin you. I'm pretty sure the abominable snowman could find you either way. I haven't been able to watch the Home Alone episode just yet, so Hashima and Nala haven't had the chance to see what the whole video was looked like with them in it. So I'll probably watch it later tonight, or maybe even tomorrow. I just gotta find the time to check it out.
With the biggest silver strike this side of Hudson Bay. Silver!
I thought you wanted gold.
I changed my mind.
Yes, sir, our friends were really on their way. Not one of them knew where they were going. Now, you can bet old Donner felt pretty bad about
Is there a chance we can do it in the stream? Possibly. I just got to figure out if I can actually probably use the PS5 to get onto YouTube. I just got to see if I can do that from there.
And no sooner did the man of the house leave when Mrs. Donner and Clarice decided to set out on their own.
So it could be a possibility. It's just this live stream hasn't been going the way that I wanted it to. I feel like I rushed it a little bit just because I had to keep pushing it back to 10:30 for it to actually start the live stream. So I figured that was kind of the reason why this hasn't been going as well compared to like the last Christmas Eve live stream. So it just kind of felt like a letdown, and I mean it's kind of hard to top the previous Christmas Eve live stream, but I was just wishing for more to it.
Who goes there?
Us, of course. Who'd you think?
Oh, well, then that's okay. Okay, who, may I ask, are you?
Well, Rudolph and Kermit and Yukon Cornelius, sir. Who are you?
I'm the official sentry of the island of Misfit Toys.
A jack-in-the-box for a sentry?
Yes, my name is...
Don't tell me. Jack.
No, Charlie. That's why I'm a misfit.
Misfit Toy! My name is all wrong!
No child wants to play with Charlie in the box, so I have...
Why would people think that your name is Charlie? Like, I pointed this out in the Rudolph and the Island of Misfit Toys movie review. If a kid sees this, they're going to call him a Jack-in-the-Box. So is he going to go full-on Woody, break the fourth wall, and try to correct the child, saying, no, my name is Charlie, like, and possibly traumatize that kid?
Children to shout.
When
Christmas Day is here, the most wonderful day of the year. Joys galore, scattered on the floor. There's no room for more, and it's all because of Santa Claus. A scooter for Jimmy,
a dolly for Sue,
the kind that will even say,
how do you do?
when Christmas Day is here, the most wonderful day of the year.
How would you like to be a spotted elephant?
Or a choo-choo with square wheels on your caboose.
Or a water pistol?
And shoots Charlie!
We're all misfits.
How would you like to be a bird that doesn't fly? I swim.
Or a cowboy who rides.
We're all strange!
Or a boat that can't stay afloat.
We're all misfits. If we're on
Did that boat just drown?
unwanted toys, we'll mix all the fun with the girl and the boys. When Christmas Day is here, the most wonderful, 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 wonderful day of the year.
It looks like Woody, but just ugly.
Well, you'd have to get permission from King Moonracer.
Who's he?
He ruled here.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. Like the hat is covering his eyes. The hat is covering his eyes. I think his shirt color's different. I couldn't tell if it was plaid. I can't remember if it was plaid, but like I know Woody's shirt is like yellow and like with red plaid stripes.
We're a couple of misfits from Christmas Town, and now we'd like to live here.
No, that would not be possible.
I like it. Sorry, but Woody's like a cowboy vest. It's like cow print.
But perhaps, being misfit yourselves, you might help the toys here.
Help them?
Yes. When someday you return to Christmas Town, would you tell Santa about our homeless toys? I'm sure he could find little boys and girls who would be happy with them. A toy is never truly happy until it is loved by a child.
When and if we ever get back, we'll tell Santa, sir.
Good. You are free to
How's Nell doing? Yeah, she's doing all right. She's hanging out over there in the corner.
It's all settled. We leave.
I don't remember Simba ever having wings.
We'll see my nose and get us off. I've got to go alone.
Nonsense. It's all for all, and I mean, one. Let's get some shut-eye.
But it's all settled.
So, like, what? Simba is playing both. Oh, man, I'm really tired. But like, is Simba like both the king of Pride Rock and he's also the king of the Island of Misfit Toys, and just he somehow manages to grow wings.
Hope you find lots of peace. Goodbye, Hermie. Whatever a dentist is, I hope someday that you're the greatest.
Well, time passed slowly. Rudolph existed as best he could. The snow monster kept him on the run. But once in a while he would stop and make a friend or two. But it wouldn't last long, and Rudolph would be on his own. But during all that time, a strange and wonderful thing happened. Rudolph was growing up, and growing up made Rudolph realize you can't run away from your troubles.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Like, if you heard, like, I'm pretty sure, like, I'm pretty sure you were referring to like the freaking abominable snow monsters, like, roar.
You, I thought you were gone for good. And look who's back. Oh, Neon now.
How immature do you have to be that you're even making fun of him as an adult?
I'm home.
They're gone, Rudolph. They've been gone for months, out looking for you.
Clarice?
She's gone too, and I'm very worried. Christmas Eve is only 2 days off, and without your father...
Well, technically, Christmas Eve was yesterday, Santa.
Nice lay off the ground.
Gone. I'll find him, sir. I'll find them all.
Well, he was just about to leave, but suddenly it hit. The storm of storms.
I forgot they depicted Eskimos that way. I remember, I think this Christmas special came out like the 1960s. So, I mean, just the image of the. It's like the frickin' Wampa from Star Wars.
Down.
Did he actually hit him in the head, or did he just hit him like near the ground?
Tell me when it's over.
You're narrating the story. It's not actually happening at that moment.
Not quite. You see, ever since Rudolph left them, Hermie and
So why are you hiding behind an umbrella?
their friend. Well, they arrived in Christmas Town just as the storm hit. And it was a good thing that I sent them right out after Rudolph. Hey, look! Whoa!
Didn't I? Technically, in two separate videos, he lost his arm. I remember the earliest version I did that was with the movie night episode where I literally parodied Star Wars, where Godzilla was Darth Vader and then Titanosaurus was Luke Skywalker, and he lost his arm. And then there was the scene from the episode called The Bully, where Titanosaurus, his bully was Red King from the Ultraman franchise. And I remember when Golzo was trying to train him, and he was like teaching him how to throw a punch, like just one punch instantly just knocked his arm off. And then punching him again, his other arm fell off. Trying to kick him, his leg fell off. Until eventually he was just a head.
Terrible weather even happened. That's snow and ice. All right, Dennis. You take it from here.
It's Yukon Cornelius.
Hello! In person?
What's saying?
Let's get out of here.
I don't like the way.
Why, bless your hairy bumble hide.
I know you can't see it from due to the brightness, but like if you really pay attention to Hermie in that moment, he doesn't have a mouth. So it was an animation mistake where they forgot to like put a mouth on Hermie. Dang, he pulled out all his teeth without anesthetics or anything. So that has gotta hurt. Yeah, you are right, Dalek Lord. That rock should have technically killed him.
But they realize that the best thing to do is to get the women back to Christmas Town. So they make it back, and when everybody hears their story, they start to realize maybe they were a little hard on the misfits. Maybe.
Yeah, I've heard about Issa just saying that she's a really big fan of mine.
Rudolph, I promise. As soon as this storm lets up, I'll find homes for.
Yeah, I heard you made that like a running joke of mine, kind of like how I remember that one community post I made about like how what everybody's like favorite running joke of mine is in the YouTube channel, and everybody like, well, at least more than 50% of people, granted it was like only like about 15 or 16 votes, but like about half of that people were saying that Nala trying to win her affections over me was the best running joke.
Here's the man, and here's the beast. Now calm down. I reformed this bumble. He wants a job. Looky what he can do.
But what was that part about him hating Christmas near the beginning of the special?
But you went over the side of the cliff.
Didn't I ever tell you about bumbles? Bumbles, wow.
But that doesn't explain how you survived. If you fell over the cliff, and even if you landed on Bumble, I'm pretty sure Bumble would be dead, but there's a chance that you might have survived.
Oh, can I eat? That silly elf song is driving me crazy.
You're going to disappoint the children. We expect a fat Santa.
Latest weather report, sir.
Well, this is it. The storm won't subside by tonight. We'll have to cancel Christmas.
What is it with these Christmas specials saying, like, just because there's something going on, you have to cancel Christmas? That it doesn't make sense.
But I couldn't chance it. I'll have to tell everybody that it's all off this year.
Like we talked about it in the last Christmas Eve live stream while watching a Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, there's no reason that Christmas should be canceled.
There's nothing I can do.
And plus, are you saying that this snowstorm is covering the entire world? Because that seems impossible. Can't you just fly around it? And even if, like, this snowstorm, and snowstorms move. Like, you can travel to one part of the world, deliver presents, and then as that snowstorm is going through, then once it passes by, you can go there.
From what I see now, that'll cut through the murkiest storm they can dish up. What I'm trying to say is, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
It will be an honor, sir.
So you're still risking the safety of all your reindeer by traveling into this snowstorm, with even if you're using Rudolph as like headlights. Okay, but this is probably like my favorite song in the special.
And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, is there one for me? Have a holly jolly Christmas.
Now, I kind of actually prefer this version compared to like what actually plays over the radio. Because like the one that plays on the radio that's sung by Burl Ives is slightly different compared to what they play in the actual special. So I don't know why they just can't play this version on the radio too. So he was incredibly thin, like only a couple of like either minutes or hours ago. So how did he get that fat in that short amount of time?
Thanks, Mama. My coat. Ready, Rudolph?
Ready, Santa?
Well, let's be on our way. Okay, Rudolph, full power. First stop, the island of misfit toys. Up, 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 and away!
You know, a fun fact that I actually learned about this Christmas special itself was that when it first originally aired, that was where it originally ended, when Santa took off into the sky, and then Burl Ives would sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then they would show the credits of the elf throwing presents out of the sleigh. This whole scene was like not in the original version, like when it first aired, more specifically. But then, of course, in later versions, like in the most like in later versions, they added this scene in. It's because they got such a reaction out of people. Like Rudolph said that he was gonna Rudolph said that he was going to tell Santa to help these Island of Misfit Toy people, and like the end of the special was them not going to the island at all to help these reindeer, to help the toys. And I mean, you can even tell like they reused the same voice lines. Yeah, they just reused the same voice line so that like it hints to you that this was like a different this was filmed like later on, and then they added it in.
Well, folks, as for the rest of the story, he went down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glowed. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
That's the bird that doesn't fly. He swims, so he just literally threw him off the sleigh without an umbrella.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
All right. So that was the end of this special. All right. All right. And so right now we have. Okay, right now we still have only Daily Reacts and then Dalek Lord with us now. So here's what I'm thinking we could do. Because I feel like I do want to end the stream pretty soon. I mean, it's like I said, like I did this hasn't lived up to my expectations of like what I wanted out of this Christmas Eve live stream, because I want this to be a tradition. Like every year I'll do a Christmas Eve live stream, and like I was really proud of like the reactions I got from the previous live stream, but it's just like it is kind of like this just feels like meh to me. So the couple of options we have is we can either end the stream right here, or we could still keep going. But I'm not going to do something like a full-on movie per se, just because it's getting. I mean, right now it's like 12:44 right now, so I don't want it to go on too much longer. So either we can watch another Christmas special, like Santa Claus is Coming to Town, because this one's like probably just another 45-minute special, or we could just do something like watch either a couple of episodes of the original Ultraman series, or like as we've done in the previous live streams, we do like a couple episodes from either like one of the Super Sentai series I have. So either like Mega Ranger, Die Ranger, or as what we've done with like the past couple of streams, do Go-Go 5. So those are the options we got. Like right now we have 3 people, so I don't know. Well, now we're back to 2, so those are the couple of options we have. We can just watch like either another Christmas special or just one of the many TV options we have. Because I just feel like I don't want to do like a full-on movie. Or we could do what Dalek Lord suggested, and I could try to see if I can get onto YouTube through my PlayStation 5 to see if we can watch YouTube videos of like either one of your channels. Actually, I'll try to figure that out now, like to see if I can actually get onto YouTube through my PS5. Let's see. I have to download it. Dang. See if like that just. It's probably pretty simple, but. Yeah, all right. So that was easy. Should probably turn it down a little bit, but. Okay, so Daily Reacts wants to do YouTube videos, and I think Alec Lord wants to do YouTube videos as well, just because he was the one who suggested watching his Home Alone series, because I haven't watched the whole thing yet, so maybe we'll just do that, and maybe if I feel like it, we'll do more. But let's see. Okay. Let's see what comes up with that. Oh, there's Alec Lord's channel. All right. Yeah, I know that. It's just I didn't want to waste time. I just didn't want to waste any more time of doing like the actual login for it, and then. But I mean, I found the channel now, so we'll just do that. Okay, so all right, so let's first start out with either we could do Home Alone first or the Danny Phantom versus the Daleks. So whichever one we feel like doing first. Maybe I'll turn the brightness down a little bit more, but don't know how much that's gonna change it. Gonna just turn down the brightness even more. It's probably about as best I can do, so. Okay, we're gonna do, all right, we'll just do, let's just do the Danny Phantom versus Daleks, the pilot first, and then we'll do. Rather fancy intro. Probably turn up the volume a little bit. I just put on the captions just so I could follow it better.
Looks like the final repair on the dimension control was ready. I can tell you that the dog contact is making it. You know that the dog contact makes it together.
Some of the captions in this are kind of funny to read.
I sent some of these about my parents, psychic controller. About the casing. No, sir. Hold up. I like it. Now give me these, these allies you have on Scarborough may sound like a cult, conjurers and soothsayers.
Now we're in the age of the well order. The multiverse done at the snake will bring north. Took them both. Afraid to build will break me down. The time for fleet and maybe even the ghost of us.
What? Well, boys, I just thought I'd come see what you were doing because I'm afraid you're tired with my angles. Oh, hello, I thought. The first time I was carrying about my computer for my last week. About and let's just hope it doesn't even go as bad like it did last time, because you know what happened last time. You got into serious trouble with the Dalek Lord. And you know,
It's pronouncing like Dalek Lord's name in the captions Dal CL.
whatever happened to him anyway. It's 2 months. And me and my mother will be, I'm not told I spent. I went to live with Uncle Robert and Robert. And he said to me, Badgie was failing. He was trying to some nights. Very cool to be touched up here in the down. Very thoughtful.
So Dalek Lord, do you do all the voices for the Daleks in like the for like all the other characters? Like, is it like you do what I do? Is like I voice like you voice every single character, or like do you have friends who do certain characters?
You are really just robots in disguise, aren't you?
What?
I mean, just the only thing is like, of course, I know the Daleks. Their voices are supposed to sound like that, and like it's. Are you guys hearing what they're saying? Like, I know it sounds like I know I know the audio here is like not absolutely the best. It's one of that's probably one of like the funniest cutaway gags in freaking Lion King 1.5.
Oh, hi. I'm Danny. Who are you? Perpetuates. Okay, sorry. Jeez. I've never seen you before. Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's not a bad impression of a Danny Phantom. I mean, not that bad for a first pilot of the series. Yeah, not that bad for the first pilot of the series. Definitely a funny cutaway gag of transitioning from a real life video to like the drawing animation. Let's see, like what other things could I say about it? Yeah, some funny jokes here and there from the side characters, like talking to the Daleks, especially Issa talking with I can't remember the two that she was talking to. Like it's really hard to keep track of all of them, just like their specific names. I suppose just like definitely funny, like witty banter that happens between the Daleks and like the other characters within the show. Okay, so now we'll do part 1 of Home Alone. I think we'll just watch the series that we have, like what is there so far, and then possibly end the stream there. But we'll just see, unless we want to watch any other YouTube videos, either from my channel or either of yours, or like at either anybody who's currently on the stream. But we'll see. So this is part 1 of Home Alone.
Singing Unit Alpha. Speaking of which, just because it's Christmas time, everyone, doesn't give you the excuse to end your happiness. Stop smirking, stop smiling, stop giggling, and for love of Koopa, stop watching TV with burgers and fries.
Dear Bowser, I'm trying to watch the Retro Rejects last year Christmas live stream here. And I want to enjoy my burgers and fries with it, whether you like it or not this Christmas.
You know what you can expect in your stockings this Christmas, you know? Bootloader, we even put presents in a giant sock. And even if Santa Claus was real, you know what percentage of the world's population get a chippy on a Tuesday. You're lucky I'm bringing you a
Isn't that you're pitching, like lowering the pitch for Bowser's voice? Like I'm noticing, like there's really a difference in pitches between them.
No problem. Now smooth your beeline, bud, and get packing.
Our flight leaves at 11 o'clock in the morning, so the clocks are all set for an early wake-up call. So we gotta leave the house at 8 a.m. on the dot. Do you hear me, everyone?
Who and Bowser? You know we only have 24 hours to pack. And plus, it's not a race. We're not.
You're gonna be in a race, or in fact, you're gonna be one of the reindeers this year if you don't, get moving and start packing. I'd hate any of you to oversleep and be left home alone.
Get it? Because it's the name of the episode.
The Supreme Garlic and the best way Crisco.
The Supreme Garlic. I freaking love the captions for this sometimes. Like, it can't recognize Dalek, apparently.
Merry Christmas, Junior. Goodbye.
God. Still Bowser.
What?
That's everything already. I know the pack everything that you ate at.
That bag is massive. We're not taking like the whole house.
I know, but Santa Claus never is.
Just don't know a few things, and I'll be grand, alright?
Alright, then you win.
Oh boy, I enjoy the Home Alone franchise. And I have it all on Disney Plus, all 6. And even on the DVDs. So I don't know why I don't have Home Alone on DVD yet. Sir. Probably open your cookies.
Hello, sir. May I help you? The end of the desktop surface, there's no drugs in here.
No. It's Christmas time. There's always a lot of burglaries around the holidays.
It's just Joe Pesci's audio.
Proper precautions, that's all.
It's just Joe Pesci's audio with the robotic filter on it.
Knuckles, can you think of it, please?
Also, Merry Christmas. How you do? Oh, before the show, I got you Rudolph. There you go. Just for you. And, you know something? It makes you look like a clown. Here, watch.
Jimmy, I only understand because some repeats me a little f***ed up, maybe. But I'm a clown.
Oh boy, that's funny.
Funny how?
What's wrong? You don't like clowns?
I make you laugh. I'm here to f***ing amuse you.
You give me a hard time. It's funny, you know?
No, I don't know. You said I'm funny. How the f*** am I funny? What the f*** is so funny about me? Tell me what's funny.
Oh, that's what's funny.
Okay, good night, everyone. I'll see you all in the morning.
What time is it? No, it's 8 o'clock. Where's my
Yeah, so it's just Home Alone, but like it's just with your crew. YouTube Airport.
Come on. I need to get on my flight.
Hold it. You got vote for security.
We're holding around, but we got playing the cat.
Was that the annoying orange, like in that previous scene? Oh no, Tails has been left home alone.
There's everybody. Hello? Hello? Oh, hello? Is anyone in the kitchen there? No. Try upstairs. Probably up there. Hello? Guys? Hello? In here. Guys? Are you in Narnia? Bring me back a tree if you are.
The caption said "Bring me back a tree." Was that the actual line, or is it "Bring me back a treat"? Because it would have been hilarious if the line was "Bring me back a tree."
All alone at home. Oh, no, oh, man. Oh, dirty. Double chocolate bar. Oh, oh boy. Ooh, Christmas bubbles. Well, it seems we don't have a tree, so I guess I can stick it up. Sorry, I'm by myself.
Dalek Marv.
Finishing touch, the sky. All done in time for Christmas. Time to put on the Christmas lights. There we go. It's all beautiful now. Yes. I'm pretty hungry, so let's get some pizza and Pepsi.
Pizza and Pepsi.
Pepperoni and pepperoni pizza. And television. I'm watching Barney. The night before Christmas. Oh, it's so exciting. And I got my drink. Oh, it's so exciting. Ooh. The Christmas tree decorations, Barney.
Who is it?
It's me, Snakes.
It's me, Snakes. I got the stuff. Leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here.
This must be the
All right, Johnny.
Not
What about my money?
What money?
AC said you had some dough for
Me.
Get it back.
How much do I owe you?
AC said 10%.
Percent.
Too bad AC ain't charged no more. What do you mean?
Come on.
He's upstairs. Maybe up there. He'll call you when he gets out. Hey. Tell you what I'm gonna
No,
do,
Snakes. I'm gonna give you
I'm gonna give you to the count of
10. Get your ugly, little, no good keister off my doorstep. You've got full of lead, Johnny. 2, 10. Change, you filthy animal. Alright, so now we're on to part 2, which I believe is the one where I make the cameo, or at least, well, not I make the cameo, but it's Nala and Hashima make the cameo. Oh, yep.
I'm glad I get to spend the Christmas holiday with you, cuz.
Well, it's good to be spending the Christmas holiday with you too, Nala.
Sonic, is something wrong?
Yeah, I'm okay, Hashima, but it feels like I'm forgetting something. Tails, did I? Nope. Tails? Christmas Eve. And that means Christmas is just tomorrow. Oh boy. It's something by yourself again. So
By yourself again? You were by yourself yesterday.
no. Only. There's the. Yes, definitely. These are cool songs right here. Definitely. Oh, that's. Go check. Let's see. What? There are two dogs. Weren't they the ones that came here on the other night? Robbers? No. I've got to protect this house. I've got one of my inventions.
Maximum destruction now.
I mean, the effects are nice. It's just like it was pretty obvious that it was like a green screen.
Now get out and stay at it.
We should have known that. If they're going to kill us, then one of them we could take. But Harry, you already know it with him. Don't look dumb. This house, you won't get started. He called actually me. Him. Notice. Go away. I'm on the man. The bike will come back around 10 o'clock. That's when you start. No one comes between me and Trevor. No one.
Maybe this whole bloody old TV could have been up. I'll get ready for the robbers tonight. Before they continue.
Calm down. Calm down. What's going on? Come on.
He's my friend.
Okay, you want him? No.
Bowser, how could you do that?
Be quiet now. It was an accident.
You'll be all right, mate.
This is it. Don't get scared now.
Is that an actual freaking revolver? It's just Joe Pesci. It's just Joe Pesci's audio again, and Daniel Stern.
But baby style. Wait, that's it. You took this way down far. I'll go around back.
I'm sorry, sir. Time for you to leave.
Execute Order 66. Would the Daleks survive Order 66?
What do you overflow couple super garden?
I mean, yeah, I could bring them out. It's probably only gonna be like a quick. It's probably just only be a quick thing.
Oh, this is too.
You know, just because since it's just getting so late. I just probably want it to be like a more, like how much longer is in this video? Oh. I was just trying to say like how much longer it was until this video end. Because then like I wanted to wait for a moment where like it could be just like a longer stretch of a video to do.
Overflow couple super garden.
Yeah, so I could just bring them up. I could bring them all out, but it would just probably be a quick little thing. It just depends on which one you want to bring out first. Or yep.
Ouch. Oh, this is too easy. Now to really have some fun.
All right, yeah, I can bring Nala over. All right, I'll let Nala take over, like, or at least I want to check out. It's about like a minute left in this video. And I probably need to choose out the video. I need to choose which video will be played next. I know there's a part 3, so maybe I'll just wait until. I'll let part 3 play, and then Nala could possibly react. We'll probably react to it, and then play whatever video next after that.
I'm on the same clip.
All right, yeah. So we'll let part 3 play out, and I'll just can watch it and react, possibly answer any questions, or just talk with you guys.
Oh, wait, wasn't that a reference to like one of I believe it was a reference to one of our videos where like we just were wrapped up in like wires and stuff. I believe that was a reference. Oh yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm having a really nice Christmas with the Retro Reject.
You will be taken back to sorrow, to sunshine for your crimes against the Daleks.
Oh, Lord, you're home.
Yes, the moment of harshness. After these two white Dalek bandits, they will be executed for. They will not be executed. They will be surgically reconditioned to obey the will of the Emperor Dalek. You will come with us.
Oh well, tell Danny Phantom I said hi too.
Can't believe you saved me here in Outback. Well, thank you. That was all Christmas. You hear that?
Oh yeah, that's a nice little happy ending.
It's Christmas. Come on, we're gonna get to bed before Santa really awake. Like I do, buddy.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a nice little ending. Oh wow. Yeah, I mean John Hughes was a very, very good director. Yeah, Home Alone was one of Home Alone is definitely one of those movies I do really enjoy that movie. What was that? Now, is Hiroshima a good? Oh yeah. Wait a second. What does that mean? I mean, I know Hishima's a good guy, but why are people calling me his? Why are you implying that I'm his mother? It's kind of a weird thing. I mean, I think if you could go over there for a second, yeah. Yeah, remember, you guys, this is past Nala. She doesn't know that Hashima is her son. But yeah, like if you're gonna ask future Nala that question,
I'm glad I get to spend the Christmas holiday with.
If you would ask future Nala that question, like yeah, she would definitely say like Hashima has been a really good kid this year. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I think I'll let her come back over. I mean, I'm glad we got. I'm just wanted to make sure that's a good thing to make note of. Like this is past knowledge. She doesn't know that Hishima's her son. My friend Mickey. Oh, my friend. Is it? Are you saying that Mikey a like? Are you saying that is it? Are you? Is it Mikey? Is Mikey like the nickname for Michelangelo, or is this a person like actually who exists? Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, like I don't know how to feel about that, considering that Nala's only affections towards people are me and as well as Simba. But anyway, I think I'll actually, yeah, before I bring her back in and the other rejects, I gotta try to pick out a different video to watch. Any suggestions? I mean, it could possibly be one of my videos, but or somebody else's. I don't know. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Um, let's see. See, June was about 6. Oh, there it is. Might have to turn it down a little bit, but once this plays, I'll come back in. All right. Who do I think is more funny, Titanosaurus or Waluigi? I honestly think Titanosaurus is funnier than Waluigi. I mean, Waluigi has his moments, but just Titanosaurus is such a random. Is like he's like just so random and just like he just does whatever he wants to do. All right, so yeah, I'll let Nala come back in. So, I mean, I didn't catch the conversation that the Retro Reject was having with you guys, but I mean, Hashima's a pretty cool person. I don't know why people thought that like I was like saying that he would like he's my son. I mean, that doesn't really make sense. But oh well. But yeah, Hashima's a really nice kid. I'm sure he's bound to get some presents this year.
To understand what I'm about to tell you, you need to do something first. You need to believe in the impossible. No doppelgangers, no flashpoint, no time travel. Just us against the bad guys. Now maybe you wanted to see if we're not running. But we're not to help you. It's no difference.
You're locked up. I don't realize it.
Yeah, I think the Retro Reject only saw like a few episodes of The Flash, so he's probably not as connected with this series as you are, but it's really nice that you did like this show. Like, I've heard a lot of good things about it. Oh yeah, the Retro Reject did see Godzilla -1. From what I've heard about it, he really liked it. It's probably, like, from what he told me, he said, like, it's his second favorite Godzilla movie of all time. Probably second, which is just below Gojira, which is the original 1954 movie.
That was a great tribute. Not only one of the best TV shows, one of the best DC shows, but a life-changing series. They have. Anyways, this was bring back so many like memories because, believe it or not, Arrow is what started it all. Season 2 of Arrow, where they introduced Barry, and that's when his show got greenlit. At the time, those 2 episodes, that's what started it all. That's what started with Grant Gustin's performance as Barry Allen. And now, seeing everything, seeing that iconic scene saying "Run, Barry, run," or that lightning bolt shows you, or the most popular line, one of my favorite lines, and one of my favorite scenes.
I mean, that's kind of probably a better question to ask the Retro Reject, but I think from what my understanding of them, I think, I mean, that is really a hard question to ask. I mean, I would probably say that maybe, I mean, probably maybe MonsterVerse, King Ghidorah would probably win. Because he just seems much more powerful compared to Destroya, even though he is like probably one of the best monsters. It's probably the most powerful monster within like the Heisei Godzilla movies. It's kind of hard to compare him to someone like King Ghidorah, especially from the MonsterVerse. Right, so that was that reaction. I mean, I can definitely tell that for you, Daily Rax, that was definitely a really important show. And I mean, it's like you said that you were probably going to make a video about how impactful it was for you. But I'm really glad for you that you found a show that you really connect to.
Okay, now I think you've had enough screen time on the live stream, so I think I'll give it a chance to let either Titanosaurus, well, probably the rest of the crew join in, just because I'm probably gonna end the stream pretty soon, so we'll just probably watch a few more videos and have the rest of them join in, just so they have a chance to shine.
Oh yeah, I completely understand, Retro Reject. Well, I hope everybody does have a Merry Christmas. As well, I enjoy the rest of my time with the Retro Reject. Okay,
okay, so TMT meets Batman. Okay, put that on, and then which character should be brought out next? Mechagodzilla. Okay, let's go find the Batman one. All right, so yeah, the next Titanosaurus and Mechagodzilla adventure will come out. Like, I said it at the beginning of the video, but I'm in the process of editing it. It's going to be a pretty long video. I'm going to have to split it into 2 parts just because of how, just how I made this video, as well as the editing process. Like, since I am now on like my winter break, hopefully, like, since now I'm on my winter break, I'll be able to maybe complete it, like maybe like a start. Like, I hope to have it uploaded by the beginning of January, just because what I have to do now is just basically I have everything kind of like set in place. Basically, it's just what I have to do now is, since I filmed it at a different location other than the house, and it was basically done at like an amusement park, so I have to do, and just with all the stuff that was happening around, and not me not wanting to like embarrass myself in public of having to do the voices, and especially, but it was more so the concern was that the noise around me was extremely loud, so having to do, so it's better to do, I basically just kind of took them along, and then I'm going to do voiceover of adding the lines in within the video, so then like it's, you can hear what's going on, and then just kind of lowering the volume of the actual footage that was taken, just so people can actually hear what's going on. So, all right, we'll bring out Mechagodzilla next. Okay. All right, here's Mechagodzilla, and we'll play the video. Hey guys, what's up? Merry Christmas.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy, JReacts TV here, and welcome back to another reaction. Where today we're reacting to...
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
...motion video. Now, I'm going to start doing it.
All right, now it's not too much going on. We finally got to do... me, Titanosaurus, Nala, Hashima, we finally got to go on another adventure within like a long time. I mean, it's been like more than a year, or almost 2, I think. So yeah, it's definitely about time that we came back with another adventure. It just the Retro just got to finish editing it.
So without any further, let's get into this. Wow.
I see that you have the back that I asked for. Take it from me.
Thank you for your business. I hope you enjoyed your stay in Gotham City. In Gotham?
What was that?
He's here.
It's not Batman, is it?
Don't you want to follow this instant?
I knew it!
I mean, I mean, I have my. It's hard to say right now. It's like me, the Retro Reject, the rest of us, we really don't have the biggest opinions on it. It's hard to say. We honestly, we really don't think it's going to be any good. It just seems too much of a cash grab, I would say. With the Retro Reject, he didn't really like as much the rivalry between Godzilla and Kong in Godzilla vs. Kong. So it's like now having them be like a team up together in this movie. I mean, they honestly should have kept this just as a King Kong movie, not like a not a team up movie. Like it should have been kept as like just a Kong movie, but no, they put Godzilla in it just for marketing. So unless they give Godzilla a good reason to be in that movie, like it's probably not gonna be any good.
Is it Batman?
Well, of course it's Batman. It's Gotham City. Who else could it be?
Big one eye. Can you see how many knuckles I have?
Oh!
What is this?
It's Batman.
Yeah, this is some pretty impressive stop motion animation. But it almost seems like they're going for like the robotic chicken, not robotic chicken, but robot chicken style of doing like or more like Forest Fire 101 with how they like to animate the mouths.
Whoa, Leo's a get Batman.
He stole something dangerous.
You know Shredder like the back of our hand.
Oh, was Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I know we dabble in stop motion animation from time to time in our videos.
There has to be a joke there somewhere.
Hey!
Hey, wait, stop the train, dude.
Oh, Raps.
You will be a pet.
It's just the art train.
Oh, we'll be right there, dudes.
Come on, Raps.
Yeah, but like making entirely stop motion animation film, I mean that's gotta be no easy feat.
Oh, Batman was with Raps.
Wait a minute, has Batman said anything within this video yet? Yeah, I was just about to have the same thing. Like, how can you deflect bullets with just a sigh?
That's it.
Done. Speed it up, dude.
There's definitely an interesting choice to use Deathstroke. Or Deathstroke in this video as like the villain that fights Batman and the Turtles. Wait, was he the villain other than Shredder in like the actual animated film? Because I know they did make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and a Batman crossover one time. Because I know Shredder was the one villain in that movie. Wait. No, wait, I think I remember. Wasn't the Joker the villain in that movie? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Dude, he's dead. Wait, what did you say? There's blood everywhere.
He's fine.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
Where to?
The Technodrome.
How do we get there?
Well, Mr. Batman, via Casa de Sewer. You ready?
Batman's like, I'm ready, but like,
This
that's weird.
actually is what you need.
Wow. You are pretty useful after all.
Watch it before I turn you.
Oh, okay, Ra's al Ghul. Okay, I mean, I haven't seen me, the Retro Reject. Neither any of us have seen that movie, so. But it was definitely an interesting. But it would have made more sense if Deathstroke was the villain of that movie. But I don't know. If Ra's al Ghul makes sense because, like, League of Shadows. I mean, they're technically ninjas, so I mean, it makes sense.
How can you beat up Greg like this? It's disrespectful, isn't it? Of course, the same sound effect from the games. That's awesome.
You made a big mistake.
Yeah. Really, my
It kind of would have been interesting if they went the extra mile of like adding like things that look like they're being injured or even blood per se, just to add like a little more like a wow factor to it. Because I mean, Shredder's like glove things, they have serrated ends, so like that should be doing more to them. You know, this is why Krang in the 80s cartoon, he had like that weird robotic human body with him instead of like just a tiny mech suit.
You need to know one thing. I'm always ready.
Oh my God! He's gone.
Impossible. He just teleported. Enjoy this victory now, and it shall be yours. I'm keeping this safe so this doesn't happen again.
Thanks, Batman. Sucks this has to end, dude.
It never ends, and it never will.
I think we should get to the inside.
What do you think, Batman? He's gone. We should try.
Classic Batman, always disappearing. Oh man, I mean, I know we mentioned this at the beginning. It was really sad to see Kevin Conroy go.
was really good. Really good. Oh my god, the sound effects, the way how the photographic, the animation, how they did all this was like, it's fantastic.
Yeah, because that's the thing with the MonsterVerse Godzilla. Like, I think the Retro Reject told me this, is that the MonsterVerse series of movies, they're like, if you are fans of like the Showa era Godzilla, those are the movies that are kind of click with you. But like something like Godzilla -1, those are like for people who are fans of like the original Gojira or even like the Heisei era of Godzilla movies that are like more intense and that are meant to show how impactful Godzilla is as a villain. But for MonsterVerse, it's just showing him as basically a kind of a goofy superhero, basically. Well, I mean, not really goofy, because they still take him very seriously, but I don't know.
Paramount PlayStation. Why is it whenever I get off of work or I come home to try to go to relax, I get a notification that you guys released a trailer or a little thing, which I am going to react to the trailer once it comes out for this. Yeah, guys.
Okay, yeah, so I think with each video, we'll just let a new person come in. So I think Mechagodzilla, you can go off to the side now. I think we'll let either Hashima or Titanosaurus in now, just because it is getting really late and I do want to end this pretty soon. Yeah, all right. I mean, I get it. Retro Reject. Hey, well, I mean, it was nice seeing you guys again. Man, have a Merry Christmas. Okay. All right. So are we wanting to continue watching daily reactions, like reactions, or just do like a different set of videos before I bring out the either next being Titanosaurus or Hashima?
No, rock steady. All right. Is this Raph? He died? Leo and Casey. Donnie and Splinter. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Road. What? Okay, that last part kind of caught me off guard. Hang on a second.
Okay, I honestly want to watch like your reaction to Forest Fire 101, because like that, like I remember that series from when I was younger, so I think I might want to watch that one just to see how you react to it, because like I really love like the Lego Forest Fire 101 stuff. So I think I'll play that one next. So, but who should be brought out next? Either Titanosaurus or who should be brought out next? Titanosaurus or Hashima? Okay, Titanosaurus. All right. All right, play the video and.
Warning, this video is not for kids, so if you guys have a child with you, do not watch this with your kids. I will be honest, there is some violence and some mild cussing in it.
Well, it's the good thing to know that I'm not a child.
Last video for Spider Week. Enjoy this reaction.
So hey guys, how's everything going? Hey, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Well, last year we did stop motion reactions stop motion reaction to Legos, which is Lego Batman, Spider-Man, and Superman. Spider Week. This was released 13 years ago by Horror Best Fire 101. But you know what? We're reacting to it anyways. Let's get started.
In the deep dark layer of the Batman.
In the deep dark layer of the Batman. Man, that is such a nostalgia saying if you've ever watched his videos before.
Here's the thing. I have a pure titanium crossplate, so the bullet bounced off and hit him in his vault. Whoa, pretty amazing, right? So yeah, I don't see you functional ability to do shit. Yeah, I would think not. Oh wait, did he die? Yeah, I think he died actually. Oh well, like it matters. So true. Let me interrupt.
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
So super. You seem to pay a visit. Oh, why'd you let him in? He's an asshole.
But
Oh my, good job. Long time, no exhibition. No exhibition. Well, since we're in a
so this is that like supposed to be a parody of like the Superman movies that were made like in the 80s and 90s?
Well, actually, I have a bit of bad news. You see, I got fired from my job at the Daily Planet. Oh, you mean that paper I wipe my ass with? The writing's still being printed. Well, actually, because of the growing popularity of the internet, the Daily Planet had to shut down.
What they just transition to like online news sources instead of newspaper?
You're fired. The deal was shut down. No one reads us anymore because of that damn internet.
Because of that dang internet.
Oh, wow. We both lost our jobs, and I can't afford the rent of my apartment. Yeah, me neither. I don't know where I'm going to live. If only we knew a multi-billionaire with plenty of spare rooms and crime-fighting equipment. And he leaves us.
I don't know, that's classic Batman to just disappear.
What is Willis talking about? Batman? What? Do you mind if we live here for a while? Oh, I don't know. I kind of already got my hands full with Robin. Hey, Batman. What's up? Oh, I didn't know we had guests. Can I show them my favorite doll collection?
Yep.
Looks like I'm staring at my new roommate. Yay!
Later, in Joker's lair.
Yeah, I would like to order one large cheese pizza, please. Yeah, just deliver to Batman's lair. You know, the Batcave. Thanks. Let's see Batman get out of this one.
Sister Jane, we have visitors.
Shut up! Your voice sounds like a dying cow. Go make me a sandwich, you fatty.
I hate you.
Dang!
I don't know, that's pretty accurate to how Joker actually treats Harley.
Oh, God. Is this about my taxes? I paid them in full, I swear. We're not from the IRS, Joker. We're here because we want to make a tea. Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to give me some crap over that laugh gas I brought up as a business expense. No, Joker. It is my belief that Superman and Spider-Man are in town visiting the Dark Knight, and we think this is the perfect chance to team up and take them down. You see, I'm Lex Luthor. And I'm Norman Osborn, a.k.a. the Green Giant.
How did he do that?
Yeah.
Like how do you just make an echo when everybody else was just normal?
Sorry, Holly and I were already planning on getting married. That's if she loses some weight.
My mother was right about you. You sound so ugly, you stupid ego.
They're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Joker, we're not talking about getting married, you moron. I was referring to our business proposal. Oh. Well, what do I get out of it? Well, you'll get to kill Batman.
But he's still like bending backwards.
Will you stop hitting on me for Christ's sake? I don't swing that way. Joker, Norman and I own two of the most powerful companies on the planet. We could pay for anything you ever wanted. Well, could you schedule Harley in for some free plastic surgery? Not a problem. By the time we're done with her, she'll look like Heidi Montag dressed in a clown outfit. Score!
I feel like that was a dated reference. Well, granted, this thing was made like what, almost more than 10 years ago.
Spectacular. And Spider-Man, there's some soundproof earmuffs in your room for when Mary Jane wants to come to visit. Thank you so much, Batman. That sounds want to go. Oh, no, it won't sound bitchin'. Get it? Well, we better be off to fight some crime. I hear Lex Luthor's in town. Oh, okay, sounds cool. We should stop to get something to eat first. Last thing I ate was Mary Jane. It's cooking. Where's Mary Jane cooking?
Yeah, to the local diner.
Okay, I don't remember when the how it should have ended series came out, but I feel like this is just like this was a prequel to how the superhero diner works in that that YouTube channel. Because I mean, it's Batman and Superman in a diner talking about movies. Toilet humor.
Oh, well, you ate 5 entrees in a row, then 6 desserts. Jesus, Superman?
Here's your bill, sir.
Oh, they both ditched him so he could pay the.
I'm not going to get plastic surgery.
He's so ugly and flat-chested, literally.
It's a Lego. What do you expect?
He's a real man.
Yeah, if only you were a real woman. Get that penis removed.
Joker.
What?
Are you ready to go take down the hero?
I haven't even formulated a ridiculously complicated plan yet. Alright, you bitches. Time to die. Okay. Oh, crap, it's Batman. Don't worry, Joker. There's 3 of us and only 1 of you. Wrong. I have 2 of the most powerful superheroes of all time on my side.
Oh, they left him.
This is so dumb. You were just this. Whoa, that sure was a cool.
Oh my god.
Yes, I think it was the best one out of the series. What the hell, you fucking assholes?
Whoa! You know my language here, Batman. Kiss your mother with that mouth? No, I happen to think incest is very wrong. And besides, she's been dead most of my life. What the hell happened back there? You were supposed to back me up. Oh, yeah, sorry. We went shopping instead?
What? And don't get mad, because I kind of pawned your Batmobile for money. We figured you could just buy another one, right?
No!
The next day.
Yeah, this is why Batman usually works alone.
So we got a present to cheer you up. Really?
Yes, we donated $1 million to charity in your name.
Where did you get $1 million?
Oh, we found your debit card lying around here. And
You mean my safe? How'd you get in? We have superpowers, remember? That's it. I hate you both, and I'm leaving.
Does this mean we own the Batcave now?
Sure, whatever. What about Alfred? You would get him too? Fuck you.
I think that's a yes. Alfred, get over here. This is the most stupidest thing. We own the joint
I've
now.
ever
We own you.
did to react
Actually, say it was illegal.
to watch it
Join the
fight
league.
as
We'll
well.
kill you. Now go clean the cave. Work through. We're gonna party.
Yay! Oh my god.
Wait, why is R2D2 here?
Patrick, Harry Potter.
Yeah, Kid Fisto, the Emperor, Harry Potter, Sean Connery from Indiana Jones, SpongeBob Patrick.
Hey, you're lucky I wasn't mid-flight when that happened. Hey, wasn't the band supposed to be here by now?
Hello there. I'm looking for a Mr. Man.
I'm Mr. Man.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Man.
Says here that Mr. Batman.
Oh, well, we own this place now. And all this money.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm here to inform you that your debit card has been denied and that you owe the bank $100,000 in fines. It seems that somebody withdrew all the funds from the account earlier this morning.
You gotta be shitting me.
No, I am not shitting on you. Good day, gentlemen.
All right, guys. The Jonas Brothers aren't going to be performing tonight. There was a financing problem. We're very sorry.
So lame. Come on, everyone.
With the Jonas Brothers? That's the best band you could book.
Don't leave. Forget it, Superman.
Man, this is really showing its age.
Yeah, let's kill that son of a bitch.
Sounds like a plan. But before we head out, we should really
Yeah, I guess. Alfred! Who's it now, son? My radio drama is about to begin. Well, just puke on, man, and after you're done, check out the bathroom. You had a spinal problem. You know what I mean? Of course.
Batman's now working for the villains, of course.
Yes, you'll make a perfect addition to the team. All right, well, don't get too attached because I'm still a good guy. I just need your help to defeat those two jerk-offs.
Well, Batman, you murdered like 10 guards stealing the kryptonite from that museum.
Well, that was for the greater good because, you know, sacrifices, they have to be made in order to, yeah. Once those two douchebags are dead, I'll start protecting their cities in addition to Gotham. And everyone will consider me the best superhero in the world.
Don't they already consider you the best superhero? I mean, a lot of people like Batman and think he's the best superhero, and basically they think he can defeat anybody because he has enough prep time.
Kryptonite again? How much of that stuff is still around? I mean, every boss battle I ever had, some asshole has kryptonite, a big chunk of it, and it's ridiculous because it's supposed to be extremely rare. How much of that damn planet floated over here? I mean, isn't that like light years away? Joker, grab kryptonite.
Now, of course, we know that Batman can defeat Superman, but can he defeat Spider-Man?
Okay.
The freaking Predator over there. Ripping somebody's spine out. I've never seen you use the spine blaster since episode 57 when you blasted that guy's spine.
What the hell? I thought silver bullets killed you. That's werewolves, you idiot. Well, what about a kryptonite bullet? Would that do the trick?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not a werewolf expert, Batman. I do not use on that.
Yeah.
Hey, Batman. Man, it took hella long to...
She's wearing a burned Anakin Skywalker face.
Me up real good. Oh my god.
That's the most stupidest thing I've ever watched. The most entertaining, too. I'm done. You guys know the drill. Take care.
Yeah, that was definitely I mean, the Forest Fire knows how to make videos, but like he's not as active as he once was, but like back in the day, like he made some pretty funny videos.
All right, so Titanosaurus, I think we'll watch one more video, and then I think that's when we'll end the stream. So we'll let Hashima say a few things, and I think that's when we'll end it.
Yeah, right. I think it's getting pretty late, and I really want to go to bed before we wake up tomorrow for Christmas, for like actual Christmas.
All right, yeah, you can go off to the side, join the others.
All right. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Okay, so we can choose one more video, and then I think that's where we'll end it. And of course, we'll let Hashima join in you guys want to say anything to him. So, but now just trying to figure out what to watch. If anybody has any suggestions. Review of the Back to the Future at Jurassic Park. Okay. All right, where would that be? Let's see. Graphic novel or viewing your own book.
As a 14-year-old boy, I wrote a book.
Or was that one? That was Back to the Future, wasn't it? Trying to figure out which one's the that Jurassic Park and Back to the Future. Okay, so that was the right one. I'm pretty sure. All right, we'll let Hishima join in. We probably won't watch it all the way through, but we'll just watch at least most of it. Because since it's like what 30 minutes, yeah, 30 minutes in length, and I don't want to keep everybody awake for that long. All right, we'll let Hishima join in, say some things, have some thoughts. So I'll leave it to him. Yeah, sorry guys, I just wanted to fix my ear. It looked a little awkward just having it off to the side.
Throughout my younger years, I have been a writer ever since. And actually, at school, what I did was here it is. And you guys don't know, I'm working on the fan script of Uncharted, called Uncharted New Legacy, which is a spin-off of the...
Oh yeah, I'm doing all right. I mean, it's kind of hard going back and forth between the future and here with the Retro Rejects time period, but it's pretty fun. I do spend a more majority of my time with these guys just because it's a lot of fun hanging out with them. But I do have to go out back occasionally, and luckily on Christmas we do get our days off at the Cross-Dimensional Task Force.
And finally, my third book, which is those were not comics. I make comics, and I think I'm better off with that. Which is my first book, which was Back to the Future at Jurassic Park. Oh God! And this has how many chapters? 9 chapters.
Yeah, I mean, definitely sounds like a fan fiction title.
I've been a big fan of Back to the Future and Jurassic Park. But what's different between these two, as you guys know, I review these on the channel. With Back to the Future, it's fucking time travel where Marty and Doc goes back in time and at the Lord. And that's one of the things I really like about the movies. It's the lore and time. Oh yeah. So basically, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, where Jurassic Park had dinosaurs and Back to the Future has time. So at the time, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that as a book, like as a segment. I just wanted to hear the story. Because there was a lot of fan-made pictures of Marty and Doc at Jurassic World. So bringing those brands and then put them together. At first, as a 14-year-old kid, worked. And I was in eighth grade writing. Now, this one was a pain in the ass to write. This one was a pain.
I mean, I can imagine.
Yes, there's a second one. And if this video does very well, maybe I'll make a video on that second book. Obviously, I looked back at my old shit I had back when I was a kid, and this is my folder called Pictures of Me. Look, and the first book was in here, and so was the second one, but we'll talk about that in another video. Here's the third book, which didn't get finished, didn't get anywhere. So, and the rest of this just has like memories of old books, one I didn't finish, and one I did half of it and just never finished it. And that will probably be a video for itself as well. And if it does very well, then maybe I'll do my next video as well. So I thought of the idea to mix the brand. You know, like I said, Back to the Future. Like I said, Back to the Future was a timeline where they go back in time and go work. And Jurassic Park's just an island full of dinosaurs that keeps people alive.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, to have them both connected, because weren't they both directed by? Oh, actually, no. Because I was about to say, weren't they both directed by Steven Spielberg? But I don't think so. I don't think Steven Spielberg directed Back to the Future. I know he directed Jurassic Park, but I don't think he directed Back to the Future. But at least the kind of the feel of those, the feel of the two kind of does match, sort of.
And most of the stuff I did made absolutely no sense. So first, the brand
And also, especially since they both came out around the same time, so it just kind of makes sense to make like a crossover between them.
During January, I was coming up with the story. It was coming up on my head. I'm like, why not mix these brands together but make my own story into it? So I did that, and it was a pain. I went to school writing, I think, the first 2 chapters in art class because back in 8th grade, I had to go to the high school because of a certain reason. What happened? I'm not going to get into too much info. But back at the time, I was in art class. I got finished with my, I think it was an assignment, yeah. It was me basically drawing a theme song, like listening to a song while working on it. And at the time I was writing this book, I did Jimmy Neutron at Jurassic Park, which would be a better book.
Well, I mean, they did make that one episode where Jimmy Neutron went back in time to like the prehistoric time period. So, I mean, I wouldn't blame you. I mean, that does sound like a pretty cool kind of idea.
I've written the first 2 chapters. I came into my class. Meredith Pendle, a teacher that I had before she got fired, looked at this story and said, "This is shit." Directly to my name. Didn't say shit, but it said it was horrible. My mom read it, and she was impressed, so I kept writing it. She would not, and I swear to God, she would not let me write this book. Even at lunch, like I was just trying to get it done. So my only time to write the book was in wrestling. Yep, 14-year-old boy wrote this and the second one in the same year. Yeah. So let's just read a little bit of the I'm gonna read a bunch of pages and explain what I was trying to do with the book.
I mean, I don't blame you. You want to express your creativity. I mean, it's not as bad as what happened to the Retro Reject when he tried to submit like his own story idea to Disney themselves. Like he's talked about this before, and he's told me that he originally wanted to make a story that was a sequel to the Disney movie Bolt. I mean, heck, he even inserted a character like him into the movie just because he liked it that much. His own personal fan fiction, basically. I don't think he has the copy of the story around here, but like he actually tried to send it into Disney, and basically they sent it back saying like, Wait, we appreciate the idea, but no, we're not going to make it because we trust our screenwriters to make a better movie. Wait, so just here's a bunch of art just for because you like Disney.
Oh my god. I'm such a fucking idiot for putting that in. Anyways.
So maybe it's not as harsh as a reaction of how your teacher reacted, but I don't know, it kind of still felt the same because, like, hey, it's a company that you looked up to very greatly, but like they were like, no, we don't like your idea.
Obviously, not knowing a lot of things about Jurassic Park before watching the movie again. Anyways, John Hamlin. Marty says, 1, who are you? 2, why are you here? Why don't you just say, why are you here? What was I thinking writing this? And the whole chapter is basically about John Hamlin. It's like the first scene. It's like the scene where John Hamlin was talking to Alan Grant and Ellie about them coming to the island and trying to convince them.
Now, to be fair, well, writing gets better with time. Just as long as you practice and practice, you get better at it.
And my spelling was horrible. It still is here and there, and that's why I use my phone to get the microphone from video titles. I just got done with my work. As I was saying, basically, the whole part of this chapter was got to at least convince Marty to go to Jurassic Park. Yeah, no Alan Grant, no Liam Malcolm, no Ellie, just recreation. The shot just leaves out of nowhere and I again, that's hard enough. Again, so this is chapter 2. You want to guess the title of chapter 2 is called? Anything that you guys can guess? Chapter 2, the T-Rex attack.
You skipped all the way ahead to the T-Rex attack?
Obviously, doesn't matter. We're hard enough for this book. Obviously, in this plot point, Madison Grade doesn't even matter. What I say to this or completely right. Look at that. Horrible, completely atrocious. But Marty and Doc on the helicopter, which really reminded me, why didn't I have Marty's mom and dad in the same this moment saying, oh, where are you going again? And how far are you going to be? Like, I didn't think of that when I wrote this book. But that again, they let their son talk through time and they don't really know. Which, did you guys hear that theory that George, Marty's dad, George McFly, knows that Marty's time traveling? So, that's a theory. But still, like, wouldn't his parents be, like, against him going to a park full of dinosaurs? You get what I'm saying? Anyway, this is the part where I'm just like, what was I thinking? Got on my helicopter, and there was Harry Potter and Hermione Granger. That is terrible writing by my standards. They're not even in the same universe. And you know what's that?
Yeah, that seemed kind of a stretch. I mean, but I mean, you're combining a lot of things you like together. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, of course, if you're wanting to make it like a really good story, like obviously you got to have consistency. But I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, you're just wanting to put things you like all together.
Marty thought that Ron making the dinosaur come to life, technically was saying trying to make it up. And came to life. I should have said came up. I should have said. Obviously, in the book, obviously I didn't think of that. And then Marty looks up and whispers, it can't be. Now, I'm going to try to do my Marty impression of this part. If not, I'll probably just have that's the part but yeah, I'm going to let him yell for me. That. There you go. You got the yelling. Anyways, Doc looked, and his mouth was open wide, and said, "Great Scott! That's my best impression of Doc. I used to do Michael J. Fox's voice and Christopher Lloyd, but I'm doing better with Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd's voice is my Leonardo voice. But like the 2012 story, which is in the comic in that universe, which I want to start with reading once I get more comfortable doing more of this stuff. Obviously, they looked up, it's the same story, same thing with the dinosaurs, and John Hamlet said the exact.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing with impressions. Is like just practice makes perfect. So I mean, the more you try at it and you keep trying just to match their voice, eventually you'll get something similar to it.
Oh, yeah. I borrowed a line from the movie saying, Doc asked, "How did you do this? I'll show you. Welcome to Jurassic Park." I didn't think of that. Obviously, there's more towards this chapter. I even made a Transformers reference. I don't know. Alright, where is it? Where is the Transformers? There it is. And basically, it's Harry asking, like, Transformers. How the hell would you know what Transformers is? This is how you know 14-year-old me did not.
I mean, he lives in Britain. It's like it's possibly that it was a television show that existed within the Harry Potter universe. Like maybe Harry Potter's just a really big Transformers fan. Who knows?
Now, here's the thing. I know in chapter 3, why did Marty and Doc go anyways? Why wouldn't you go? It's a park full of dinosaurs. You didn't have to do it.
Okay, Hishima, it's about like almost 2:30 where I'm at. So I think it's about time we kind of wrap things up. Just because I'm starting to get pretty tired, and I mean, I'm sure you are too, and you're wanting to have a good day tomorrow morning for Christmas. I mean, yeah, I guess you are right, Retro Reject. I mean, it is about time, and we kind of head off to bed. Yeah, so you can hang out with the others. I'll just kind of wrap up the stream. All right, Retro Reject. Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah, so right now it's about 2:30 where I'm at, and I'm like starting to run on fumes, and like it. I mean, this stream it ended up pretty okay around the end, and I mean I wish it could have gone just a little bit better. Yeah, I wish it could have gone just a little bit better during the beginning, and like I should have been more organized and prepared, but it's just like I was really rushing it because coming from hanging out with my family to the live stream, like I didn't have much time to prepare, and I wish it could have been a little more organized. I honestly wish more people were here, but like having Daily Reacts, the Monsterverse Man, and then Dalek Lord here, it was really great, at least to see you guys again. So I mean, it was a decent enough stream, and I'm at least glad I did it tonight. But it's just like I don't have too much big thoughts about it. I wish there was more to talk about, but I mean, it was pretty fun nonetheless. I wish just more could have been done with it. But I mean, I'm chasing after the dream of like that perfect live stream that was the first Christmas Eve live stream, because that was just honestly really great. But anyway, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas technically today, but I hope you all have a good night, and yeah, I'll see you hopefully either before the end of the year or at the beginning of next year when I upload the new Titanosaurus Mechagodzilla adventure, and then possibly new videos to come. So yeah, have a good night, everyone, and thank you for joining the stream. Merry Christmas.